Good morning, Rexburgians. Welcome to BYU I Do News. Today we're doing a project on the research and past recreation of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And look who it is over here. It's Brother Brigham. Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
I was wondering if you could tell me about the history of recreation in your own life.
Yes. When I was young, I kept within very strict bounds and was not allowed to walk more than half an hour on Sunday for exercise. I had not a chance to dance when I was young and never heard the enchanting tones of the violin until I was 11 years of age. And then I thought I was on the highway to hell if I suffered myself to linger to listen to it. I shall not subject my little children to such a course of unnatural training, but they shall go to the dance, study music, read novels, and do anything else that will tend to expand their frames, add fire to their spirits, improve their minds, and make them feel free and untrammeled in body and mind.
It sounds like you have quite the goals going on for your future recreation in your family.
Definitely.
Do you see this affecting the church in general?
Oh yes, recreation is most important, especially in family settings.
Well, thank you, Brother Brigham.
You're welcome, Sister Marshall.
All right. You know what? I think I see Thomas S. Monson. Hey, come over here. I have a question for you.
Okay.
We are doing a project studying the history of recreation and its definition. Do you think you could provide us a definition for recreation?
Oh, yes, I definitely think. I believe it's important that you have nutritious meals, regular exercise, and appropriate sleep are necessary for a good balance of for recreation. It's kind of like the spiritual side. You need to be able to study your scriptures and also be able to have a daily prayer study, a daily prayer.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
Mr. Monson.
Not a problem.
You have a great day.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to tell you who I see next. It's Joseph Smith, the very first prophet of the, what do you call it, Restoration. There he is. Do you see him over there?
I run outside.
Come over there. Good morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about recreation in our church today and in the past?
Well, I have a quick story actually.
Ooh.
So when I was alive, I actually ran into a brother of the church. I was just sitting underneath a tree and just relaxing, enjoying myself. And this fellow hunter came up to me and he reprimanded me, saying, Brother Smith, why are you sitting under a tree? You shouldn't be doing that. You're the prophet of the church. Oh, I noticed he had his bow in his hand and his arrow, and I asked him, well, your bow, when you put it away, do you keep it strung? And he replied, no, I don't. He said, well, why do you do that? I asked him, why do you do that? He replied, well, I don't want it to lose its spring. Then I said to him, well, the same thing. I do the same thing with my mind as a prophet of the church. I don't have it strung up all the time, and whenever I relax, I need to put myself away so I don't get strung out, in a sense. So yes. Would you like to hear more, Miss Reporter?
No, that sounds wonderful. Thank you so much. And now, we're going to turn the time over to our good friend Jordan to interview Sister Elaine S. Belton.
All right. Thank you for having this opportunity to have here. We're going to have this opportunity now to ask a question to Sister Elaine Belton, and she happens to be right here. What are the odds of that? Sister Belton, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
That is great. I have a question for you.
Sure.
What are some of the outcomes of participation that you know of that can help benefit us now?
Well, that's a really good question. I was actually just giving a talk on how Young Women's Camp affects the young women and the leaders as well. Do you mind if I read an excerpt from that?
No, that would be just fine. Go right ahead.
All right. Young Women's Camp is an opportunity for leaders to plant the gospel deep into hearts. It provides an opportunity to develop trusting relationships, spiritual experiences. It teaches skills and develops leaderships, and of course, you have fun. Camp takes a young woman out of the noise of the world and takes her away from the technology-connected world and into nature where she can connect with peers, herself, and with God. It is a time to be still and know.
Well, thank you. That is very, very special, I can tell.
Thank you.
Well, we had this great opportunity to speak with Sister Dalton. That is all we have from BYU Idaho campus, BYU I Do News. In, over, and out.